Welcome to all. So today we will learn how to install operating system, CentOS operating system 8 on VMware Workstation. So right now I'm using the VMware Workstation 15 Pro. You can use same. And first you need to click on a new virtual machine. We are creating a new virtual machine here. So select default. Okay, and I will install the operating system later. Later I will give it. And here you need to choose your version. So I have already, it comes CentOS 864-bit. Suppose sometime we don't have, so what you can do, you can select other. Okay, other, like which kernel you are using. So CentOS 8 are using a 4.x kernel, so you can select this one. And earlier version like 7, it was a 3.x, so 4 version is going on. So if you want, you can select that. If you're, suppose, let's say example, your operating system is not showing here. If it is showing here, so you can select respective your Linux server, so version here. Okay, so I have selected CentOS 864-bit and click on next. So I'm giving a naming convention here. So it is a CentOS 8. Let me make it a 1st September. So personally, I'm storing these data in a different disk. I'm using personally D drive here, and in D drive I have used VMware virtual disk directory. I have created here folder. Okay, so I will create a make new folder here. So I will add here CentOS, giving CentOS 8 and 1st September. So okay, so let me make it here. Okay, okay, so now here I have a game name. So here the location where your the virtual machine files, where it will store under this directory. And let me click on a next. And here this size is a dynamic. Okay, means suppose if I'm giving here a 30 GB, so that it doesn't make sense. It will take 30 GB of your operating system. Okay, so it will take, like if it is using a 2 GB, so it will show a 2 GB, 2.3 GB, 4 GB. So I will store in a single disk. I don't want to make a multiple disk. Store virtual disk as a single file, and I made it 30 GB. It doesn't make a sense. It will take 30 GB from your system. Okay, it suppose if it is if it is a using a 5 GB, then it will consume your 5 GB from your original disk. It is a dynamic. So now it's not a static. Okay, so now by default,
हेलो
yeah, please.
सर
Okay, so please let me know.
सर ये दो ऑप्शन का सर क्या मीनिंग है तो स्टोर वर्चुअल मशीन एज ए सिंगल और मल्टीपल इनका क्या
So
डिफरेंस है
okay, so what does mean here? Actually it is a virtually you are creating a disk here. Okay, so virtually you are creating a disk here. So either you can store in a single file your data, or either it will split into a different files here. Okay, different files here, split it to, you will find out 1 file, 2 file, 3, 4, multiple file. What I want to make as a single file here. So it is a backend. You don't need to take care, you don't need to think about more here. Okay, so just I want to make as a single file. So 30 GB. So I'm thinking this is my storage. Okay, hard disk drive, we are choosing here hard disk drive, virtual hard disk drive. In real scenario, what happened? I have a one hardware. Let's say it is a hardware. It's your hardware. Okay, hardware any series like your Dell or Dell or let's say Dell Power Edge series, Power Edge ADG series. Remember that mm, that server model name as well, also 720 or latest, I don't know because I worked on 720 and 710 or Lenovo hardware. Okay, so what you will do, suppose let's say I'm talking about a real VMware. I have a image this ESXi host 5. I will install this ESXi host here. ESXi host 5.5. Okay, and on the top of it comes under tier 1 hypervisor. So what is a hypervisor? Hypervisor is a firmware or software, okay, where we are creating a virtual machines, multiple virtual machines, multiple virtual. So here you need to install a ESXi host here. On the top of, you can create multiple VMs. Just understand, same as like a your operating system install. You are installing a, I have installed a Windows operating system here. On the top of, I'm using this tier 2. Type 2. Type 2 hypervisor, that is a VMware workstation. VMware workstation. But I'm discussing about now tier 1. Sorry, type 1. Type 1 ESXi host. Let me show you this image, the size. Right now, here, this is here. It is a VMware client and this is ISO image. The size is, disk image size is 36654. This is the size here. Okay, so same as like I had discussed about a OVM, Oracle Virtual Machine. Oracle Virtual Machine. Now I'm discussing about a real scenario. I hope you have seen Oracle Virtual Machine that comes in type 2. I'm not discussing about a desktop. It is we have a desktop also. Desktop. I'm not discussing about a desktop. Let's discuss about a OVS. Same as like this is a server. I installed a OVS, Oracle Virtual Server. You can see the image size is a 1 GB. 1 GB. You have installed here this OS. On the top of, you can create multiple virtual machines. We have an option, Oracle Virtual Manager. Either you can use either you can use a command line commands, or you can use a web link. Oracle Virtual Manager. So real time, we are using a web link. In one organization, I worked on only using a web link, and another organization, I work with a commands. So with the command of help, how you need to create your virtual machines. So that happened in real scenarios.